Are you going to introduce everyone?
I will introduce. I can't introduce everybody. I can introduce everybody around the table.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
My name is Tony. I'm the boss of Pig, Dyke and Molly. Go on, Tim. Introduce yourself.
I'm Tim Jenkins, and I'm letting Tony think he's the boss because it's it's under his. He started it all, and we really like to humour him by letting him carry on.
And over to the other side.
I'm Kai. I play the melodium for the team.
And your name?
Kai.
Kai, sorry.
I'm Jan. I'm sadly married to Tony. And this weekend I'm going around giving out badges to the children and operating our dog puppet called Kevin, who's a Dalmatian.
Oh, wow.
Well, he's a Whippet Cross Dalmatian.
Whippet Cross Dalmatian. He's very thin.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about the dance group then.
The dance group in its present form has existed for 25 years. Molly dancing is a thing that happened in the Fens in midwinter, and it died out about 100 years ago, and then it started getting revived again in the 1970s. And Molly dancing's absolutely great because very little was written down about it, which means you can invent your own and nobody can tell you you're wrong. So that's pretty much what we've done. If you wanted to argue about it, we could say why this fits with calling it Molly, but I don't care and nobody else cares either, really. So it's mainly about it's not Morris dancing. There's no bells, no sticks, no hankies, none of that. But it's about a spectacle and entertainment, and we've been very blessed in having superb music, which is part of the entertainment, and Kai is an amazing melodium player. And I tell silly stories that introduce the dances. So we practice in Peterborough, and Peterborough is sort of right on the edge of the Fens. We've got people who come from a fair distance around. Kai actually probably comes furthest, so he's not there every week. He lives south of Bedford. What is it, about 100-mile round trip, isn't it? Something like that. Tim lives in the depths of the Fens with quite a lot of animals. And we've got people from all around.
And how many's in the group altogether?
That's an interesting question. I think if absolutely everybody was there, which they almost never are, probably about 25. But this weekend we've got 9 dancers and Kai as musician.
Excellent. And are you performing in the Big Top?
No, all of our dancing's been in the town, so we were in the town all yesterday and we're in the town this afternoon, which is ideal for us. You're getting quite good crowds there.
Yeah. It's
part of spreading the festival to make sure that the town knows it's going on and people who are there are aware and sharing it.
Do you come along to many festivals and dance?
If we're invited and if we've got the people, yes. I'm in Norfolk. We're doing a day at Ely Festival, and August Bank Holiday we're doing Shrewsbury Folk Festival.
Oh, that's a good one.
So we do quite a lot if we're asked. And our big one for us, have you ever heard of the Whittlesea Straw Bear? Whittlesea is a little town near Peterborough, and it had a tradition of a man dressing up as a straw bear and being led round town on a lead, like the idea of a dancing bear, and that got revived in I think it was 1980 was the very first one of the revival, and it's midwinter, it's second weekend in January, and it's the only thing that happens in Whittlesea really all year.
What's good about getting involved in dancing?
I think most of us are a bit of a show off, and you like putting on a performance and making things happen. And making people go, cool, that's good, or wow, brilliant music, or laughing at my jokes. It's great in terms of groups of people joining and getting together and doing things. So last night it's like, it's a group of friends. Sometimes they're very irritating friends, but that's how friends are sometimes. And
is it good to keep a tradition going as well?
An interesting question, isn't it? Because we're not very traditional. As I said earlier, if you look at what happened for Molly dancing, we've got the sort of absolute bare bones of it, but the dances we do aren't the ones that were written down. There were only 6 of them and they were very simple. Sorry, 8 of them and they're very simple. And we've developed things our own way. So I suppose it's keeping. I'd say the tradition we keep alive is the one of people getting together and entertaining other people, using dance to do it. Yeah.
But some of our things are traditional. They've been going for 10 years nearly.
Well, they have. That's right.
So
That's true. Yeah,
now
some of them have been.
Created a new tradition.
We absolutely have. Yes.
And I guess for things to maintain and prosper, they've got to evolve as well, haven't they?
They have. I said we're very lucky with our music. Kai, I'm sure won't mind me saying, he's been with us half his life. He's 17 now. We've got another young musician who's 19, and that's great to involve. And we've been lucky. We've got quite a lot of young people, because some of us are getting on a bit. You might not realise that, but some of us are. So just this year in January, we recruited a 3-generation family. So there's the grandmother who's been in dancing for a long while and is now in her mid-60s, and she joined us. She's done all sorts of other dancing. Her daughter, who's been involved in dancing in various ways, who's in her 30s, and her granddaughter, who's 9. And that's great, and they're really enthusiastic and enjoying it. It makes, you know, a nice atmosphere amongst the group. And you have people from all over. I think one of the nice things I like about the dance world is, on the whole, you don't know what people do in their jobs, and you don't think, oh, I'm more important than you or whatever. It's just you're there and joining and trying to make the performance good. We've got a website, www.pigdyke.co.uk, Pigdyke, and they can contact us through that, and there's quite a lot on there. Lots of photos and videos and information about us.
So do you have a Facebook page as well?
We do have a Facebook page, and
well, thank you very much. We've got a nice chat to you.
Thank you very much.